Okay, so thought I'd do this video as there seems to be plenty of videos about the Powerwall, how to set it up, all this sort of stuff. But now there's a new feature on the market, Octopus Flux, not new, but it's got better rates, different options when you can discharge your battery at the highest peak times to obviously maximise your profit. Unfortunately, this setting or being able to force your Powerwall to discharge to the grid, you can't do this. This is a setting that you have to speak to Tesla about. And the way to go about this, I find the best way. So go through support, go into the chat, tell them exactly what you want to do about your Powerwall exporting to the grid at the most profitable times. They will ask you if you've got your DNO approval. They asked me. They will ask you for your email address, and they will send you an email that will basically ask for your DNO approved export limit. Also, if you have any solar export limitation installed on your current solar system. And then what it will do, you put that information in. They don't actually ask you for a letter to be sent with it, so you don't actually need proof, but really you should be putting in exactly what you have been approved. So look, I'm going to take you through. I'll set it up now. We go through to settings. There we got Powerwall, self-powered at the minute. So the time-based control has already been set up. My utility rate is already put in there. All the times are set. So we'll go down to time-based control, and now you'll see I've got energy exports here. You can select solar, so that it would only export any excess solar, or sorry, not any excess, but any production from your solar will go straight to the grid, and your house load will be supplied by the Powerwall. If you click everything, then obviously your house load will come from both sources, and also your Tesla Powerwall will discharge its maximum that it can, 5 kilowatts, to the grid or to the house, and any solar will also go to the grid and to the house. This will take a little while to actually make the actual home screen change to where it needs to be. Now, this does take, once you've done the email and they've confirmed that they are going to set you up for what they call the energy exports feature, this will take around 24 to 48 hours to update on your app. You don't have to do anything, it's all done remotely. And then you will see these settings that we have here, this extra run of energy exports. And then you can obviously go in, select what you want to do, whether you want to do solar or all of it. And the Powerwall will start to learn how much to discharge, and it will do it over a period of your peak time. So it will discharge enough within the 3 hours I've got. There you go, it's starting to discharge to the grid now. It will discharge and derate itself to the very last hour, and then keep enough in my battery to power my house load for the rest of the evening, and then charge up at cheap rate again during the early hours. It may take 3 to 4 days to actually get real into the rhythm of how it's going to do it. You can also go in and put a reserve for emergency backup, and obviously once you pass your peak time, you could always then take that reserve off to discharge into your house if you so wish. But hopefully you find this little video interesting, because I've looked everywhere and I could not find anyone that's actually done this and actually gone through the procedure of how you actually get your Powerwall to discharge to the grid. Obviously my house load's gone up now, 5.7. Probably the oven's on, all stuff's going on at home. But as soon as that drops down, you will see that it will start to discharge back to the grid. At the moment, I am not actually discharging and leaving this set up, because Octopus Flux, after signing up to it, have actually told me that it was going to be initially 4 to 5 days before I started seeing export credits on the account. Turns out it's going to be 4 to 6 weeks, because I've got to apply for an MPAN. an export MPAN for my system. However, I've gone beyond this and I've actually gone to the local DNA myself, and I'm going to obtain that MPAN within 4 to 5 days. So it may be worth you doing that as well if you're struggling to get an export MPAN out of Octopus Energy, just as an option. Hope you find it interesting. Thanks for watching.